Hey guys, so just gonna make you guys a quick little video here for stick handling. Okay, you guys have all seen some stick handling drills, mostly using your gloves to put down and figure eighting around your gloves. So before we get started, first thing, let's get out of the habit of putting our gloves on the ground because we want to stick handle with this feeling, right? Right. If we start just throwing our gloves down and we're stick handling like this, there's this wrist movement we get that you just don't get with your gloves. So try to find other objects rather than just your gloves. So pucks are always a great object. Books are good. Just anything that's not going to get knocked away just because you accidentally hit it with your stick. All right. So also with stick handling, guys, is what happens a lot, and this is the guy. So if you're a stick handler that chops, okay, more than likely what that is your hands are too far apart. Okay. I see a lot of guys get the puck. All right, they're in their hockey stance, and this is good. This looks good. You know, this is what we do for photos. But the thing is, this is not ideal for stick handling. Okay. When you stick handle, we want our hands almost here, okay? Especially when we're doing our stick handling that is skating forward motion. We want our hands close, light grip with this bottom hand. So if you're right-handed, it's the right hand, obviously left-handed, you got your left hand. This bottom hand is a light grip so that it allows us to slide down as we stick handle. So when we're skating forward, so our stick handling is smaller, we're ready to go. We're very versatile because the more you get your hand down, the more you kind of get this hand caught up into your ribs because there's just nowhere for it to go because when you bring your hand down, you bring your body into this hand. So now you're limited with that restriction. But if I have my hands close together and I can get this stick out then, and now I've got more of a range of motion. What we do is when we get into a tight area, all right, we're maybe wanting to bring the puck out, that's when the hand slides down, okay? We can slide it down a little bit more just to get some leverage on the puck. And then we bring it in and the hands are back up. So get used to stick handling with your hands closer together towards the top of the stick, all right? Sometimes what happens with stick handling is everybody wants to stick handle in this zone here. It's comfortable, it's between the shoulders. But what we need to do is we need to get better at widening our stick handling capabilities. Okay? The best stick handlers in the world are guys that have control way out here in these areas. Okay? Especially when you get that low stance and you get that wide stance coming into the zone and going around a defenseman. That low stance prevents the defenseman's stick from getting in because your legs are kind of the defense on that. And if you can add the wide stick handle with it, it's almost impossible for this guy to get the puck. Okay? So our first stick handling drill we're going to do is, you guys have done this before, it's going to be the simple figure eight. Okay? And I know you guys have heard a lot about stick handle always eyes up. Get really good at doing that. And that's correct. In the end, we want to be able to stick handle with our eyes up. But it's just not realistic, right? There's just times in the game where you are looking down at the puck. The only time when your eyes are really up, when you're using your peripheral vision for the puck, is when you've got free ice in front of you and you're skating up. But when we're in our tight areas, our eyes are going to be down on the puck. You know, in our puck battles, our eyes are going to be down on the puck. So it's okay during these drills to look down at the puck while you're going. So you guys know the simple figure eight drill. Okay, have a little stick handle when you get to the middle. Just bring it around. And set these pucks out, maybe at like a comfortable length at first. Okay? Just outside your feet, getting comfortable. And then when you've been doing this for a good, 5, 6, 7 minutes, widen them out. And in this way, it forces you to shift your weight while you're doing your stick handling. Okay, so my weight goes outside here. I'm bringing it across. My weight is outside here. Bringing it across, and my weight, okay? Working on this. Another good way for the figure eight is going to be balance, right? So bring the pucks in, not too far out. We're going to get into a nice hockey stance, and we're going to just do one leg. Whoa, I'm falling. All right? So this is something that I obviously don't work on. Balance with one foot. Working on that balance while doing a task, all right? That's key. Switching it over to another foot. Balance. Alright? Sometimes when you're doing the balance ones, it's not great to look at the puck, because when you're trying to balance and you look at something that's moving, that is when you start to lose your own. So, just getting comfortable with this balance and that figure 8. So there's a couple things you can do. Start with the figure 8, just outside feet level. Bring them out and shift your weight around, doing the figure 8 motion, all right? And then bring the pucks back in to just outside your feet and do the one leg on each. Maybe a minute on each leg, like a minute at each of those tasks. It's kind of like a warm-up, okay? So after we do some figure 8, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna work on like bringing pucks back towards you, okay? So what you can do is keep them sort of at like the figure 8 with just outside the foot length. And what you're gonna do is you're always gonna bring your stick handle ball on the side of the pucks facing you. Okay, you're never gonna go out and back. You're always gonna go up and back. You're almost making like a U that isn't like rounded, you know, one of those square U's. So you're gonna go up, you're gonna go up, you're gonna bring it back. Bringing it across, up, bringing it back, okay? And what ideally in this one get used to is unlike the figure 8 drill where we brought it to the middle and we made a stick handle, on this one we're gonna work on bringing it all the way across. Out, back, across. Out, back, across. All right? So here's just 2 simple stick handling drills for you guys to work on right now. It's very simple. Obviously, you don't need a whole lot of space. But ideally, so what we're trying to accomplish in these stick handling is widening our comfortability with our stick handling. If all we can do is stick handle here and do this, well, the problem with that is that width of your stick handle is about the length of a stick blade. And that's really easy to just poke check away. But if you're coming at a defense, if you're coming down the boards and you've got the puck and you're coming up against an opponent and your stick handling is wide and you're able to get it out to different areas, they just don't have the capability to poke it away from you. So this is really key. Widening your stick handling ability, moving your weight with it, keeping your chest up. Even if you're looking down, your chest is still up. Because when you do this, and your chest goes down, that's when you get lit up. As long as your chest is up so that your vision can go up and down, and just work on this wide stick handle. Alright? I'm going to make another video coming up shortly for you guys to work on some shooting outside of this. Hope you guys have had a good Thanksgiving, and I'll see you next time when I make a video. Thanks.